Good morning, guys. Welcome to another segment of Red Dog Bushcraft. I'm Tim Langston, and today we need to go out and find some materials. Today's assignment, I need to find materials to make a sleeping mat, a small basket, and a fire bow and drill set. We're going to go out, do a little walkabout. It's raining off and on, rained all night last night. Stay with me. We'll go out and see if we can't find some materials without getting too wet. We'll use these materials later on for a couple of projects. I'll see you in a few minutes. For making our sleeping mat, I don't think we can find anything either easier to harvest or better to use than this river grass. As you can tell, it's quite long. As we weave that's going to give me plenty of length to go within my weave. It's pretty easy to break off. I think this will serve for us real well. For our basket making material, we have plenty of vines here. I actually came looking at some of this honeysuckle, but as I started looking around through this, I found a lot of this grapevine, and this grapevine seems to be even stronger than the honeysuckle, and there's a ton of it here. It's mixed in. Now we do need to check this, make sure there's no poison ivy mixed in with this, and some of this stuff has thorns, so we're going to want to harvest just the proper material. We do not want to get our hands on any of this stuff. But plenty of honeysuckle and plenty of grapevine to use for making a basket. We have some laurel just around the corner also. As far as a resource for making a watertight container, there's really two that are king around here, one of which is bamboo, so we find ourselves back at one of our bamboo patches. Now we will need to walk in here and find something of size. This is a little bit smaller than what we'd want here on the outside edge of the patch, but deep in there we've got some big stuff and we can utilize that to make a container. I'll actually go through that and show you one. For our fire bow and drill set in Eastern Virginia, you're not going to get anything any better than this right here. This is a cedar tree that was cut down after some storm damage. It's about 1.5 miles from my personal space on the back side of that bamboo patch that we were at. And everything we need to make our fire is right here. We can utilize these limbs with just a knife if we had to, and make all of our components. I'm going to harvest off one of these smaller limbs here that's up high, hadn't gotten so wet, and we'll make our whole fire set out of this one limb. I'll show you how to do that in a later video. Okay, that concludes all of our materials that we would need to make a sleeping mat. That was our tall grass down by the pond. A small basket, we would make that out of those vines. A watertight container, that's bamboo, but I am going to add one segment to this. I'll show you a large piece of bamboo that I cut, and the fire bow and drill set. Take care, and God bless. This has been Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. I'll see you on the next video. Okay guys, we've got a couple of good sized pieces of bamboo. This is the top and this is the bottom section. You can tell the top is smaller. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this off and take a top section and put down in it, and we'll make a little canteen. Okay, we took our saw and we cut the bottom off, and I just simply took my knife and just eased that edge a little bit. This is the top side. and they just fit together and form a nice lid. And as you can see, it will hold water. A little bit too much in there. The nice thing about making the top long though is it makes a nice cup. So you can drink out of that too. But they fit together, and there's our canteen. Now you could make this a couple of sections long if you needed a reason to carry more water. All you have to do to make that happen is this nodule here, sharpen a good hard stick and shove down through there in the center section. Of course, you're going to cut the top off, knock out the center section, cut it below the nodule here, and you can double the size of that canteen. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Once again, Tim Langston, Red Dog Bushcraft. I'll see you again real soon.